Shout out to the quasi-truthers community. Thumbs down. So shout out in a way that you guys are kind of on the right track, but thumbs down because you're clearly omitting the gospel of Christ. So the gospel of Christ is the truth. So read the New Testament for yourself. You'll see what I'm talking about. But this guy, Tom's Wake and Bake, definitely thumbs down on Tom's Wake and Bake. Thumbs down on Tom's Wake and Bake. So Tom's Wake and Bake definitely should never, ever, ever look at this thing. First thing, obviously it's got a marijuana reference, Wake and Bake. You can't talk about truth when you're talking about profanity. So this guy is talking S this and F that. So, and then he says, oh no, it's okay. We can talk about truth and talk about profanity as well. We're using profanity while we're talking about the truth. And my argument is, of course, the New Testament, if you would read it, but he doesn't know that profane and vain babblings are to be shunned. We should never ever partake in profane and vain babblings. And if this other guy is talking about profane and vain babblings, we're actually going to go that way. So what I did, I actually hung up. So this quasi-truther, the same thing as if you're going to be a tranny. You're going to admit the truth, which is the New Testament, King James Bible. You are going to, might as well be a tranny. You might as well be the highest paid actor, celebrity, and stuff like that, because you're one of them. If you're going to talk, and if you're going to say the Hollywood celebrities and all this stuff are trannies and stuff like that, yeah. And if you're going to say like the earth isn't a planet and stuff like that, yeah, I get it. But if you're going to admit the gospel, you're in very, very dangerous territory. So you don't want to actually be doing that. Tom's Wake and Bake, definitely thumbs down. So you should make sure that you understand that this person has a terrible argument against the New Testament. He says, oh no, the Freemasons actually have that on their pillow. Okay, so I said, well, you're wrong about this issue because the Freemasons may have it on their pillow, just like the LDS cult, the Mormons, but they will never actually read the New Testament and read the doctrine of what it says in the Pauline epistles. They will never do it. Why would they do it? It would completely destroy their Freemasonic system. But this guy, Tom's Wake and Bake, doesn't know that. Thumbs down for Tom's Wake and Bake. Tom's Wake and Bake is a terrible thing. Quasi-truther. Might as well be a tranny. Might as well be Warren Buffett, which is a tranny. The highest elite of this world, this Donald Trump and stuff like that, definitely a tranny, but more Warren Buffett and all this stuff, these billionaire trannies, whoever else, usually I come up with 3 names, but I just, these people are transgendered. Transgender people are sick and twisted individuals that have been transgendered at their birth. So that's one quasi-truther. You will say that, because if your mind is blinded, you can still see that, and you'll see the biblical model of the earth, but you can't see that the Creator actually created his word for all generations. Well, then you're a quasi-truther, and you belong with a thumbs down from John Wiggles and Edgers. Thumbs down for Truthful Spirit Blue Heron as well. Is one of these. So did you notice that Tom's Wake and Bake and Truthful Spirit Blue Heron are both quasi-truthers, and the interview with Lori lasted for a long, long time. So this person was hearing profane and vain babblings, but it was okay. Let's just get groovy with swear words in our live broadcast. Why would you do that? Anyways, the New Testament is the only way. Make sure you actually read it for yourself. Don't trust me to tell you what it says. Don't trust anybody, especially not a pastor, reverend, minister, priest, bishop, deacon, his holiness, doctor, anything like that. Don't trust anybody to tell you what the New Testament says. You have to read it for yourself. Do your homework. Oh my goodness, these guys. So Zane definitely, Zane is like, he was like, hey, maybe we should look into this guy's argument. And then Tom's Wake and Bake was all like, no, let's talk about something else. My wife wants to talk about circumcision or something like that. That's what he actually said on the broadcast. So he featured my video about quasi-truthers. So this is quasi-truthers number 2. And you definitely need to understand this. Very, very important. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'll see you guys in a bit.